Mobile phones are now part of everyday life.
Hi, how are you?
People use them all the time and everywhere.
Hello? Yeah?
On the street,
Yeah.
in cars, on trains.
Yeah.
In the UK, over 40% of the population has a mobile phone.
In the business file that's marked.
The biggest service provider in the UK is a company called Vodafone.
Vodafone is the biggest mobile phone company in the world. It's the biggest company in Europe and is one of the top 10 companies in the world. In the UK, we have something like 30% of the market, which means that 1 in 5 of the entire population of the UK actually have Vodafone. On a typical day, Vodafone will handle more than 50 million calls just in the UK alone.
Vodafone is based in the south of England, in Newbury, a small market town about 100 kilometres west of London. At present, the company has 62 separate office buildings in different parts of the town.
We're now building a new global headquarters, which is over 500,000 square feet of office space, just on the outskirts of town. The new head office will have something like 3,500 people when it's fully operational.
Vodafone is a global organisation. It operates in 25 countries across 5 continents. The company doesn't make mobile phones or any other hardware. Vodafone buys telecommunications equipment from manufacturers and uses it to provide a mobile phone service.
The magic thing, or the clever thing about Vodafone, is the way its technology people actually put together other people's equipment to deliver the service in the way that we want it. Vodafone has over 12,000 employees in the UK, out of a worldwide total of approaching 60,000. Vodafone has a mixture of employees ranging from engineers and IT specialists through to people who market the products and services that we offer to our customers.
The company has approximately 300 retail stores in the United Kingdom. These employ in the region of 5,000 staff.
I'm a sales advisor here. I sell the latest Vodafone mobile phones, accessories, and sell the network to try and promote our services. We're open 9 to 5:30, 6 days a week, and on Sundays 11 till 5.
And then to hang up your best, you know.
At the moment, we have 4 staff who work in the store. It's hard to say how many customers come in here every day. On average, I would say probably about, between 30 to 60. It really depends on the type of day it is. Saturdays are obviously busier. We sell, on average, anything between 20 and 50 phones a day.
Okay, all right, thanks then.
Hi. We get every type of person. We get children coming in wanting the latest fashion phone, students who want to keep in contact with their families.
The name Vodafone isn't only a common feature on British high streets. The company is a regular sponsor of British sport and sporting events, including the England cricket team, touring car racing, and the Derby Classic horse race.
Vodafone has over 10 million customers in the UK and worldwide has over 60 million, a number which is growing very, very rapidly.
I'll be there in about 15 minutes.
The customer profile of Vodafone is extremely varied. It ranges from quite young people right up to pensioners. The mobile phone is a product that is used by a whole range of people for a whole range of different uses, from emergency use through to the businessman who uses their phone every day to conduct their business affairs.
I may come by car.
Okay. All right, bye.
Flight UK 2282 to Dusseldorf. Now closing through departure gate number 30.
Bluestream Advertising, good morning.
Could I speak to Michael Wilkinson, please?
One moment, please. I'm sorry, the line's busy. Do you want to hold?
Could you try Joanna Castle, please?
Ben Morrison.
Hello, could I speak to Joanna Castle, please?
I'm afraid she's in a meeting. Can I take a message?
Yes, this is Steve Newton here. I've got a meeting with Joanna and Michael Wilkinson at 11:30 this morning.
Is that the Omnitor meeting?
Yes, it is. But I'm afraid my flight from Manchester's delayed by about an hour. It doesn't arrive until 12 o'clock now.
12 o'clock. Okay, Mr. Newton, thank you for letting us know. I'll give Joanna the message.
Thanks. Bye.
Oh, here he is now. Hello, Steve. How are you?
Fine, thanks, Mike. It's good to see you again. Thank you for coming to meet me.
No problem. Let me introduce you to Joanna. Joanna Castle, Steve Newton, the Marketing Director of Omnitor.
Pleased to meet you.
Pleased to meet you too, Joanna.
Let's get a taxi and go straight to lunch.
Good idea.
Joanna's our Account Director.
I see. What's your title these days, Mike?
Creative Director.
Very impressive. How's the family, by the way?
Very well. The kids are both at school now.
Really? How old are they?
Jasmine's 6 and Billy's 8.
Doesn't time fly?
It certainly does. Look at the street, please. See you inside.
Okay.
That's £8.50, please.
Could I have a receipt, please?
Certainly. There you are.
Thanks.
Bye. Thank you very much. Bye.
How often do you come down to London, Steve?
Oh, 2 or 3 times a month. I usually take a train. I don't like driving long distances very much.
I hate driving in London. It's really awful.
Are you ready to order?
Yes, I think so. Joanna?
I'll have the trout, please.
Same for me.
And I'll have the chicken.
Would you like to order some wine?
Yes. Is white okay for everybody? There's an excellent Chablis.
That's fine.
Great.
Could we have a bottle of Chablis and a bottle of mineral water?
Still or sparkling?
Still? Still, please.
Thank you.
Okay, shall we make a start? Steve, how can Bluestream Advertising help you?
Jaguar is one of Britain's oldest and most successful car manufacturers. The big cat symbol is famous worldwide and represents style, performance, and luxury. The Jaguar story began in 1922 in Blackpool, a seaside town in the north of England. A young motorcycle enthusiast, Bill Lyons, founded the Swallow Sidecar Company on his 21st birthday. The company made motorcycle sidecars successfully until 1927, when they also started to produce car bodies. They made a body for the Austin 7 chassis and launched the Austin 7 Swallow. Further success and expansion soon followed, and the company moved to Coventry in the Midlands. the heartland of the British motor industry. At this stage, they employed 1,000 workers. Chassis for Swallow cars didn't only come from Austin. They also came from several other companies, including Standard. The initials of Standard Swallow provided the name for the legendary SS models, which first appeared in 1931. The SS cars were both elegant and powerful. They were popular because they also had a very reasonable price. In 1935, an exciting new model appeared, the SS Jaguar. The company developed a new 3.5-litre engine for its sports version, the SS Jaguar 100. This car was able to reach 100 miles per hour. After the Second World War, the company dropped the name SS and chose Jaguar as their new identity. In 1948, they launched the XK120 sports car, which could exceed 120 miles per hour. The design and performance of this car set the standard for the stylish high-performance cars that appeared throughout the 1950s and 60s. Jaguar successfully entered motor racing and in 1953 won first, second and fourth places in a Le Mans 24-hour race. Jaguar continued to dominate sports car racing throughout the 1950s. This racing experience led to the development of one of Jaguar's most successful and famous models, the E-Type, which was launched in 1961. It could do an amazing 150 miles per hour. Today, the company produces luxury, high-performance sports cars and saloons and has 5 production centres in the UK. This factory in Coventry assembles XK sports cars and XJ saloons. Other factories in the area make the components, such as the V8 engines that power the cars. A total of 2,200 people work at this factory, and they produce 140 saloons and 58 sports cars a day. Much of the work is highly skilled, and workers do several tasks by hand, including cutting leather for the seats and painting a line on the side of the body. Every car is made to order, and customers specify details that make each car virtually unique. Most cars are for export, and over 60% of orders come from the USA. Jaguar maintains the highest quality through careful control procedures. This water test checks cars for leaks, and each car has a thorough road test before it leaves the factory. The company is now owned by Ford, but the Jaguar brand retains the strong identity that evolved in the classic sports cars of the 1950s and 60s.
Omnitor is based in Manchester, but we've got customers all over the North and Midlands and some important ones in the South too. Basically, we make travel arrangements for business travellers. We book flights and hotels, we arrange car rentals, we organise meetings and conferences and so on.
Do you book things like theatre tickets?
Yes, we book theatre tickets. Anything that the client wants. We provide a tailor-made service for the business traveller. And we're doing well. Last year we had an increase in turnover of 4%, and at the moment business is growing at about 3% a year. We're looking for 5 new members of staff, and the market is expanding.
How do you advertise your services?
We don't. Our business mainly comes through business contacts and recommendations.
So why do you need us now? You're doing very well without advertising.
The market is getting more and more competitive. New travel companies are coming in, so we need to look at other areas to increase our market share. We're planning to move into non-business travel.
Do you mean holidays?
Well, we prefer to call it leisure travel. Our research shows that many people don't want a traditional package holiday. They want to travel independently, but they don't have the time or the knowledge to arrange it. They want a tailor-made service.
Would you like to try the wine, sir?
Yes, please. Yes, that's fine.
Thank you, sir.
So these people are just like your business travellers, but they're travelling for leisure, not business.
That's right, and that's why we think we can provide the service. We already do it for the business traveller.
And does your research show that this is a large market?
No, it's fairly small, but it's profitable. These people want an interesting and unusual holiday with 5-star hotels and business class travel. Our problem is...
How do you reach those people?
Exactly.
Boarding is at 10:15 at gate number 3. Have a nice flight.
Thanks.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning. Travelling to Manchester.
Yes, that's right.
Would you prefer a window or an aisle seat?
Could I sit next to my colleague, please?
Yes, that's fine. Have you got any baggage to check in?
No, just hand luggage.
Here's your boarding pass. Boarding is at 10:15 at gate number 3. Have a nice flight.
Thank you.
Good morning, can I help you?
Good morning. We have an appointment with Steve Newton,
Could I have your names, please?
Joanna Castle and Michael Wilkinson.
Just one moment, please. Joanna Castle and Michael Wilkinson are in reception. Okay, thank you. Please take a seat. Mr. Newton is coming to meet you.
Thank you.
How was your journey?
Fine, thanks.
And the plane was on time too.
Excellent. Let's go and meet Caroline. Caroline, let me introduce Mike Wilkinson and Joanna Castle.
Hello, Mike.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Very nice to meet you, Joanna.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Please.
Caroline's our managing director. She started the company 7 years ago.
And now it's very successful.
But I hope we can make it more successful with your help.
Of course, that's why we're here.
Coffee, everybody?
Yes, please. Black, no sugar.
A white with 1 sugar for me, please.
Caroline.
I've got one, thanks, Steve.
What did you do before you started on the tour, Caroline?
I work for Virgin Atlantic. I started as a stewardess.
Interesting.
Yes. Now, the plan for this morning is to give you more information about our present customer base. After that, we can look at possible areas for expansion. I've ordered some sandwiches for lunch. I hope that's okay with you both. And I think we can finish by 3 o'clock.
Thank you.
What time's your flight back to London?
It's at 4:30.
But we can easily get a later one. Here you are.
Thanks very much. What time do you want to get to Brussels, Joanna?
Well, the meeting starts at 11 o'clock, so I have to be in Brussels by about 10. Sonia?
Yeah?
You're going to Brussels, aren't you?
No, I'm not. I have to do some more work on that travel company account. You know Omnitour? Mike asked me.
Oh? Well, it's a shame you're not going to Brussels.
Yeah.
There's a flight at 8:05 and it arrives at 10:05.
Why does it take 2 hours to fly to Brussels?
They're an hour ahead?
Oh, of course. Okay. The 8:05. Yes, that's fine.
And are you coming back the same day?
I'm not sure. What time does the meeting finish?
Let me see. It's 5:30?
Who else is attending? Could I have a look, please? Oh, Francesca and Alessandro from Milan. And they're staying over for a budget review on Friday. I'd like to talk to them about the new campaign.
Well, shall I try to arrange dinner on Thursday evening?
Yes, please. And if that's okay, can you book a room for me at the Hilton? We can eat at the hotel.
Okay, leave it with me. Buongiorno. Posso parlare con Alessandro Fontana? Sì. Sì, va bene. Grazie. Buongiorno. Van Morrison. Oh, hello, Alessandro. Yes, just a minute ago. It's about your visit to Brussels. Would you and Francesca like to have dinner with Joanna on Thursday evening? Good. She's probably staying at the Hilton. Oh, right, well, that's very convenient. Okay. Thanks for calling. Bye. Hello, yes, I'd like to book a room, please, for next Thursday night. It's the 25th of October. Just one night. One person, it's Joanna Castle. And could we have a non-smoking room, please? Thanks. Yes, that's right, it's a company account. Blue Stream Advertising. Yes, okay. Okay, thank you very much. Bye. The hotel's fine. Alessandra and Francesca are staying there too.
Great.
So, when do you want to come back from Brussels? Friday morning? You've got a meeting with Mike about Omnitor at 11 o'clock, remember?
Yes, I know. What time's the first flight?
Hold on. The first flight's at 7:30, and the next one's at 11:05.
The 7:30 then, I suppose. The 11:05's a bit late.
You sure? It means leaving the hotel about 6 in the morning.
Yes, you're right. Make it the 11:05. But check with Mike that we can start later.
Okay, I'll see to that. Good morning, Ben Morrison. Yes. Just a minute, please. It's for you. It's Steve Newton.
Oh, I wonder what he wants. Could you put him through to my desk, please, Ben?
Hello, Mr. Newton. I'm just transferring you now.
Hi, Steve. What can I do for you?
I'm going to be in London next week. Would it be possible to meet for lunch?
That would be nice. What day?
Thursday, the 25th.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't make Thursday. I'm in Brussels that day. But I'm coming back on Friday morning. How about a late lunch on Friday?
No, that's no good for me, I'm afraid. I'm flying out to Germany at 11. This is a bit difficult. You see, I've got some ideas for the new business and I'd like to talk to you about them.
Well, I can get an earlier flight from Brussels. It gets to London at about 7:30.
Yes, okay, why don't we do that? We can have breakfast at the airport.
Sure.
Great, thanks a lot. See you at the airport at about 7:45 on Friday then. Bye.
Bye. Ben, can we change my return flight?
The first Pizza Express restaurant was opened in London in 1965. The company grew rapidly, and its restaurants can now be found in most British cities, as well as several locations overseas.
Our food is the closest you're going to get to an authentic Italian pizza. But you're not just coming here for food, you're coming here for the service, the ambience and the decor of the restaurants. There is a culture within Pizza Express that Peter Boyzone, who is the president of Pizza Express, started many years ago, and it's about people. We work within the service industry and looking after our customers, and we do the same with our employees. It's a big happy family.
In Pizza Express, they train you well, they expect a lot of you, and if you show that you can do a good job, then the chances of promotion are really high. If you've got the interest and the ambition to go far, then the sky's the limit. I think that's very good for a company.
When I started out, I would be there at 8 o'clock in the morning, sometimes earlier, and I'd go home at 2 o'clock in the morning, and I'd be back at 8 o'clock the next morning. So it was hard work for me personally, and I think it was giving my enthusiasm to other people that were working with me. So we were all working enthusiastically to make a success of Pizza Express.
Pizza Express offers a simple product. Customers are given a choice of good quality pizzas, salads and pasta dishes, plus Italian wine and beer, in attractive and comfortable surroundings. Many Pizza Express restaurants are located in spacious and interesting buildings. This restaurant is in the centre of York, almost in the shadow of York Minster.
This opened as a Pizza Express in April '95. Before that it was a gentleman's club. It was built in 1839, and that's, I think, a really great thing about this place, that usually buildings like this don't get to be used by the general public.
I found a site in Soho, and I bought an oven, and we wired up this big oven and started producing pizza. The recipe. Let me think, where did I get the recipe from? Well, it really came from the first pizzaiolo that I brought over with the oven from Rome. He gave me the ingredients for making the dough and how to make the tomato sauce and the sort of cheese to put on it and the quantities.
As the company grew and more Pizza Express restaurants were opened, so the problem of achieving product consistency had to be solved.
If you want to achieve consistency, I think you've got to put it down to management. Management, inspection, training, and constantly seeing that your staff are producing the product according to the recipe that you have given them. If you say that they've got to put a level ladle of tomato on the pizza, well, they must put a level ladle on and not just a bit under or a bit over. They must make sure that it's the right quantity. When they stretch the dough, they've got to do it in a certain way, and it's got to be a certain weight. You put it into the oven's got to be at a certain temperature.
In relation to the competition, Pizza Express are market leaders. They really are the best at what they do.
We stick to our market. Peter Boyzone wanted to give good product with good service. Other pizza companies have actually changed that direction to try and meet the market or try and increase their sales, to try and improve their profit margin. Once you start wavering off what the company's all about, then you start to lose exactly where you came from.
Hello, Sonia Green. Hi, Alessandro. Thanks for getting back to me. Yes, I'm sorry I couldn't make it to Brussels. When are you coming to London? Sorry, Alessandro. Could you hold on for a moment? Thanks.
Are you still okay for this afternoon?
Yes, who's going to be at the meeting?
Oh, there'll only be you, me and Joanna. It's just a planning meeting to explore some of the main areas. See you at 2 then?
Fine. Oh, where is it?
The ground floor meeting room.
Okay, see you later. Alessandro, sorry about that. So basically, Omnitor provide a tailor-made service for business travellers. Now they want to move into leisure travel. The first question is, are we just looking at advertising here? Or do we need to give them a completely new image? You know, a new logo, even a new name?
If they want to go into the leisure market, they'll need a complete makeover, in my opinion. A new image for the whole company.
I don't agree. Omnitor already have a good reputation in business travel, and they just need to build on that reputation. If you change the image, people won't associate it with Omnitor's good name. What's your view, Sonia?
I think Joanna's right. At the moment, Omnitor don't advertise. They work directly with their clients, so most people don't know about their reputation in the business market.
That's a good point. Perhaps it'll be better to keep the business and leisure parts separate.
I think we should ask the people at Omnitor about that.
I think so too.
Okay. We'll put that question back to Caroline. Just a minute, I'll make a note of it.
Ben Morrison. Oh, hello, Mr. Newton. No, I'm afraid she's in a meeting at the moment. Actually, they're discussing the Omnitor account. Is it about that? I can get it for you if you like. No? Okay. I'll tell you called. Thanks. Bye.
Okay. Now what about advertising? I assume we'll need to extend their website. But what other media are we considering? We've got TV, radio, posters, newspapers and magazines, direct mail, and email.
I think TV's out of the question. It's much too expensive. And posters are more for a mass market. We're looking at a fairly small market here. But radio's possible.
What, something upmarket, like Classic FM?
Yes, that's a good idea.
What do you think about ads in newspapers and magazines?
We can certainly target the audience better that way.
But do people really read the ads in newspapers? I don't.
Maybe. But if they're good, they'll have an impact.
And we should think about the Sunday newspapers. I mean, the colour supplements. People have more time to look at ads on Sundays.
That's true. Is direct mail an option? It isn't too expensive.
No, but it will only work if people already know the name. If they get something from an unknown company, they'll probably throw it away.
Sonia's absolutely right there.
OK. So why don't we go for the Sunday newspapers to establish the name first?
And then follow it up with a direct mail campaign.
I think that'll work.
Sounds good to me.
Right. Can we think about the newspaper ads in a bit more detail? I thought that all went very well.
Me too.
Oh, Joanna, Steve Newton phoned. Can you call him on his mobile?
Yes, OK. Thanks, Ben. Bye.
See you tomorrow. Bye.
Bye, Ben.
Hello? Oh, hi, Joanna. Thanks for getting back to me. Will next Wednesday afternoon be okay for you? About 2 o'clock? Great. See you next week. Bye.
The City of London is one of the world's leading business and financial centres. Typically, people who work in the city wear traditional business suits and work in a conventional office environment. Employees of the consultants Arthur Andersen don't conform to the pinstripe suit stereotype, and their workspace isn't typical either. At Arthur Andersen, they have a working practice called hot desking. This means that staff don't have their own desks. They can choose where they want to work.
Hot desking allows you to come to the office and sit anywhere you want. You have a computer that enables you to sit where you want and plug into the network, into the computer systems wherever you want. You're able to log into any telephone. You have your own personal telephone number.
We're moving increasingly away from the traditional formal office environment with people secreted away in their own offices to a much more open plan, more relaxed, more comfortable working environment. It's a less formal environment. People are able to feel more creative, more relaxed. People actually do feel they're more part of a team. Broadly, the move is towards less dedicated office space and more flexibility and adaptability.
Variety of workspace is very good for mental health, and what I choose to do is actually work in a different place in the office pretty much every day.
If you have lower, more comfortable chairs and don't actually have a formal desk in front of you, it actually makes the process of interacting with each other easier.
The office space is divided into separate zones. The Zen zone is a quiet area where staff must work quietly and can't use any telephones.
Trying to find some quiet space for thought and analysis and so on and so forth is very difficult. So the Zen zone is really just about creating quiet space, no interruptions, no telephones, no mobile phones.
The flexible approach adopted by Arthur Andersen means that staff don't have to work 9 to 5. They only come to the office when they need to.
I probably on average do 40 to 50 hours a week, but I don't do that Monday to Friday. I could actually spend just 2 days doing 10 hours and I'll work 2 hours for the following 2 days. I probably spend maybe 30% of my time working at home, and I will do this whenever it's right for my client and right for my job.
One major element in the new working practices at Arthur Andersen was the change to an informal dress code.
I suppose I was a bit stuffy before, in a sense. I was largely a three-piece suit man, not even a two-piece, and perhaps with a pocket handkerchief as well. So I approached it with a little bit of trepidation, but I'm not averse to change, and so I grasped it and consulted my fashion advisor, that's Jane, my wife, and we went out to the shop. So you see me wearing what I am today. I think traditionally in professional firms there has been something of an us and them attitude, and I think that has been eroded. Not only the dress code changes, but more open plan working and so on and so forth. The benefits of the greater informality and flexibility are that they enable us to react more quickly and appropriately to our clients' needs.
Our vision is to be partner for success in the new economy. The new economy is all about flexible working.
Here we are. You've met Caroline before, of course.
Hello, Joanna.
Hello, nice to see you again.
Please, take a seat. Now, as you know, at Omnitor, we're planning to move into a new market area, leisure travel, and we're looking for someone to run the new section. We advertised the post about 2 months ago, and we've interviewed half a dozen people, but we haven't found the right person yet. To put it simply, we think that you might be that person. So, first of all, thank you for coming for this interview.
Don't mention it. I just hope there aren't too many errors in my CV. I had to prepare it rather quickly.
Well, I didn't see any mistakes. Okay. Steve?
I'd like to ask you about your career so far. How long have you worked at Bluestream Advertising?
I've been there for 5 years now.
But you haven't always been account director.
No, I've been in my current job for 3 years. When I first joined Bluestream, I was Mike Wilkinson's personal assistant.
Did you enjoy being a PA?
Oh, yes. I learnt a lot from Mike. He's a very good manager to work for.
And what about your present position? How do you find that?
Well, it's got a lot more responsibility, of course, but I don't mind working under pressure. In fact, I think some stress is important.
Well, we certainly have a stressful time here.
What about before you joined Blue Stream Advertising? Can you talk us through your education and early career?
Certainly. I went to Nottingham High School. When I left, I didn't want to go straight to university, so I decided to take a year out.
You went abroad?
Yes, I went to Australia.
Did you work while you were out there?
Yes, for some of the time. I had temporary jobs in a hotel and on a farm. I was also employed by a travel company in Sydney for 3 months.
Oh, right.
Then, when I got back, I went to Birmingham University to study geography.
And why did you choose geography? Did you have a particular career in mind?
No, I just enjoyed it. I like learning about other places.
What did you do after you finished your degree?
I took a 1-year diploma in business administration. Then I got a job as the assistant manager of a small theatre in South London.
Was that an interesting job?
Very. I've always loved the theatre since I was a child. In fact, when I was younger, I wanted to be an actress.
So why did you leave the theatre?
It closed down. I really loved working there, although the money wasn't very good. That's why it closed. There was no money.
So then you got the job at Blue Stream Advertising?
Yes, that's right.
If we offer you this job, how will you feel about leaving Blue Stream?
I've thought about that a lot. I really like working there, and I owe Mike a lot. It won't be easy.
Will you be able to move to Manchester?
That's no problem at all.
OK. Let's look at your experience at Blue Stream in a little more detail. Well, I think we've covered everything. I hope it wasn't too awful, Joanna.
No, it's been very interesting.
Have you got any more questions?
No, I don't think so.
OK. Would you like to take a seat outside? Steve and I need to have a quick chat.
Yes, of course.
Well, what do you think?
I like her. She seems to be efficient, but she's also easy to get on with and has a nice sense of humour. She's got excellent qualifications too.
But she doesn't know a lot about the travel business.
That's true, but she's creative and she's certainly adaptable.
Thank you for waiting, Joanna.
That's all right. I prefer to get it over with straight away. It's a lot better than thank you, we'll be in touch.
OK. Well, in that case, let's get down to it. Steve and I have reached a decision, and we'd like to offer you the job.
Ben Morrison. Hi, Joanna. Yeah? Really? Okay. I'll find out if Mike can see you first thing tomorrow. Yeah, okay. See you tomorrow. Bye. Mike?
Yeah.
Joanna wants to see you first thing tomorrow morning. Would that be okay?
Well, yeah. Do you know what it's about?
No, I'm afraid I don't.